Hello, I am Enric, so I want to make a video explaining a little bit my story and my difficulties in the last years with some mental illness that I suffered, like some stress, some bipolarity, some schizoaffective disorder that I suffered because life is a battle, and when you take your life like a warrior, you get hurt, and that has been my story. Because yes, I believe in raw foods. I am a raw foodist. I am an 80% raw foodist. I eat 80% raw vegan, raw vegetarian, and that's my life because I believe in that. I believe in the truth of raw food, and for the science is 80% raw is to succeed. So yes, I suffered within my family here in Spain, in Catalonia. I suffered mistreatment. I suffered not being heard in my voice. I suffered not being honored, and for that I battled. And when you battle the system, they lock you, they medicate you, they put you on pills, they stress you, they tell you you have an illness. I am still battling it, 15 years later. And in the beginning it was my fault because I smoked weed. I smoked in 2009, and I had an illness, a bipolarity illness, because of smoking weed. But I decided I will cure that. So I stopped smoking and I stopped all the drugs and anything. I stopped everything, all the bad things. And in 2010, 2011, I became vegan, raw vegetarian. And from then, I battled with strength and honor with of the earth, the planet Earth, because I believe in the truth. I lost girlfriends, I lost friends, I lost family members. I lost family members that they would have been alive if everyone would have listened to me. Because I know the truth. Because I have seen the truth. Because even though I take a pill now every day for the schizoaffective disorder, I am also happy. Because I know I follow the 80% raw vegan, raw vegetarian diet. Sometimes raw pescatarian, a little bit of raw fish, just small amounts. Because I believe in that. Because I know a pill is not superior to an apple or to an avocado or to an almond yogurt. Because yes, I take a pill a day for the schizoaffective disorder. They are obligating that to me. But they do that because I battled them. I battled my family because my family is a little bit sometimes weird. They don't believe 100% with me, but they love me. I mean, my parents love me a lot. With my parents, I have a lot of respect, a lot of connection. With my sisters, it's not that much like this, But my parents are 60% raw. They are almost vegetarians. So there is a lot of respect for what has happened, There are some miracles. And it's a miracle that I'm alive. I jumped places, I did crazy things, I survived. I survived crisis of life. But what continued was my belief that the Essene gospel of peace teaching is the raw food. And the raw food made me survive. Why? Because when I fell being a raw foodist, and my bones were strong. My bones were strong, so I survived. When they gave me that pill, I survived because I ate salad in the hospital. In the hospital, I ate salads and vegetarian food. 1 salad a day, 2 salads a day in the hospital with vegan vegetarian food. I survived. So there is always a choice, There is always a choice. Yes, in my house still there is wooden floor in the first floor that I want to remove because there is polyester in the first floor, behind the wooden floor. And they don't listen to me, But that's a very good question. Why they don't answer the questions of Enric? Why don't they trust Enric? because Enric is a studied person. He studied the naturopathy. Enric studied naturopathy. Enric studied business. Enric studied interiorism. Why don't they believe Enric, Kurdi Enric, raw Enric? Why don't they believe me? Why they don't believe me? When I have the hope of people that I have the positive solutions. Because they are anchored in the past. They are anchored in the past. They are anchored in the past. And that's what raw food liberates you from. Raw food liberates you from the past. Because when you are in one port into the Caribbean, you unanchor and you go to Catalonia with the Atlantic Sea. And you go to a new adventure. And you sell cacao or maybe, tea herbs. And the tea culture is the culture of life. Because I love tea at 42 degrees Celsius. I love tea. I love tea. Tea is my life. I am anti-coffee. I am anti-frying. I am anti-meat. Meat, frying, and diesel and nuclear have to be banned. We have to stop all this craziness that is burning the earth, is prohibited in the spiritual law. So we need renewable energies, we need dehydrators, we need blenders, we need raw vegan, raw vegetarian food, we need the truth. Because we have the strength in the raw food. I don't train a lot, but I know the truth. I don't train with the bicycle and polyester because I don't believe in bicycles and polyester. I believe in the bicycle. I believe in the electric cars. But people around me didn't answer my questions. People around me didn't trust me 100% when I had the answers, because I looked in the internet and I saw the Life Regenerator, I saw Lou Corona, I saw Gabriel Cousens, I saw the masters in the internet, and I saw that's the truth. Jamed Sheridian, he died. We lost one hero. We don't know the reason. We lost Jamed Sheridian, the founder of Health Force. And I honor him because I take Health Force, superfoods for all my life. Why? Because I loved him. I saw him in the video and I look in the nature and I saw him in the nature. Because I look in the internet, but I see people in the nature. I see people in nature. I see people in the trees, in the leaves, in the rocks. I see them in the internet, but then I see them in nature. That's when I fall in love with the people. With the raw vegan girls, with the raw vegan princesses, with the raw vegan princes, the raw vegan kings and queens. We are all humanity, perfect people of the castles and the churches and the towns and the ministries of health, of raw food, raw vegan, raw vegetarian, and raw pescatarian, Mediterranean. Because life is precious. And sometimes if you take one pill a day for some time, it's okay. But you have to respect the teachings. You have to respect your family, the 10 Commandments, the Jewish, Christian 10 Commandments, the Essene Gospel of Peace, the tree of life, the living tree, the earth, the mountain earth, because the earth is a plane. It's the mountain earth, the dragon earth, the dragons, the cats, the dogs, the horses, the insects, the butterflies. Life is a journey. We need to cleanse the earth. We need to remove the plastics. We need to cleanse the earth. We need to protect the earth. We need to protect God. And God will be protected when you protect God. Because you have the will to protect God. God will be protected when you protect God. God needs to be protected. That's the mission of life. You are the paladin that needs to protect God with the sword of life. So the stars, the moon, and the day, the sun, is all interconnected in the plane of masteries, of the mountain of the mysteries. The mountain of consciousness is the day and the night. It's a mountain. And the seas and the lakes and the rivers. Because we are the living temples with the living angels, the peace angels, the love angels, the hope angels. Peace, hope, and love. That's the truth. We are the angels of the present because the present is the future. The present is the past. And with the angels of nature, we will cure the earth. Thank you.